So, you've got this dream, right? Turning your absolute passion for travel into a real, honest-to-goodness business. It feels like you're standing at the base of a mountain, about to start an epic adventure. And just like any great journey, that very first step you take, well, it's going to define the entire path ahead. I mean, you can probably see it now, can't you? You're crafting these incredible, perfect itineraries. You're helping people experience the world. And you're building something that is 100% yours. It's an amazing dream, and today we're going to lay out the map to help you make it happen. But hold on, before you even think about booking that first trip for a client, you're going to hit a major fork in the road. And this isn't just a small choice. This is a foundational decision that's going to shape everything, from how much money you need to start to what your day-to-day actually looks like. All right, so let's get right into it. At the end of the day, you've basically got two main paths you can go down. You can think of it like this. Are you going to be a solo trailblazer, hacking your way through the jungle and charting your own course? Or are you going to join a guided expedition, with a map, a crew, and all the gear already packed? Let's break down what each of those really means. First up, you've got the independent agency. This is the path of, total and complete autonomy. You're the CEO, the marketer, the accountant, the travel expert. You build your brand from the ground up. You make every single call, and you keep all the rewards. But what's the flip side? You also carry all of the responsibility, every last bit of it. Okay, so path number 2 is partnering with a host agency. Now, you're still your own boss here. Let's be clear. You're an independent contractor, but you're operating under the big protective umbrella of a larger established company. This means you get to tap into their tools, their connections, their support systems, but in exchange, you share a piece of the pie. All right, let's really dig into that first path, the life of the independent trailblazer. This is for that entrepreneur who hears build your own empire from scratch and just gets fired up. No one else's rules, no one else's brand, just you. And look, the upside here is huge. We're talking absolute control over your brand, your vision, everything. You keep 100% of the commissions you earn. Yep, all of it. And maybe the biggest thing is, every bit of hard work you put in builds value in a brand that is entirely yours to grow or even sell one day. I just love this quote because it nails it, doesn't it? Paint your masterpiece and a blank canvas. It sounds so empowering and creative. But then there's the second part. You also have to buy the canvas, mix the paints, and build the easel. You are responsible for the entire operation, from the very foundation to the final finishing touches. And that brings us to the reality check, the challenges. Startup costs can be really high. We're talking thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, for all the legal stuff, insurance, websites, software, the whole shebang. There's no built-in support system to call when things go sideways. And it's all on you to market the business, find clients, and figure out all the complex travel laws. It's a heavy lift. Okay, so let's shift gears and look at that other path. This is our guided expedition, partnering with a host agency. This route is way less about bushwhacking your own trail and a whole lot more about joining a well-equipped team that's already heading for the summit. The perks here are really all about support and getting a massive head start. Your startup costs are way, way lower. You get training, you get mentorship, you have a team to call when you're stuck. And honestly, one of the biggest wins is getting immediate access to top-tier suppliers and incredible technology, stuff that could take an independent agent years and a ton of money to build on their own. And this agent's experience really says it all, a fast pass to the industry. It's like skipping those huge lines you'd normally face setting up a business from scratch and getting right to the main event, actually selling travel and making your clients happy. But, that fast pass doesn't come for free. So what are the trade-offs? Because there are always trade-offs, right? Well, the big one is you'll be splitting your commission with the host. You might also have some monthly or annual fees. And you'll definitely have less control over your branding, and your business's reputation is tied directly to your hosts.
Quick break. If you've ever dreamed about becoming a travel agent but didn't know where to start, I've got something just for you. I created a complete step-by-step guide teaching how to become a travel agent, step by step. Inside, you'll learn exactly how to start from scratch, what tools you need, and how to actually make money helping people book their dream vacations. It's easy, clear, and designed for beginners who are serious about turning travel into a career. The best part? You can grab it right now. Link is in the description below, So if you're ready to stop dreaming and start building your future as a travel agent, check it out today.
So we've walked down the two paths. Now let's do the fun part. Let's put them side by side, a direct showdown. This is where the differences really pop, and you can start to feel which direction is pulling you. First up, let's talk about the money you need to get started. On the independent side, you're looking at a pretty serious upfront investment. We're talking thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars. Now look at the host agency side. The barrier to entry is just so much lower. Often it's just a few $100 to get going. I mean, that is a massive, massive difference. Next, let's talk about what you can actually earn. The independent agent keeps 100% of their commission. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. They usually start out at the lowest commission tiers with suppliers. With a host, you split the commission. You get maybe 70 to 90%, but you get access to the host's high volume commission rates from your very first day. Think about it. 80% of a really big number can often be way more than 100% of a smaller one. And what about support when you get stuck? As an independent, it is completely do-it-yourself. You have to find and pay for all your own training, and you've got to solve your own problems. A host agency, on the other hand, has support built right in. Structured training, mentors, and a team you can actually call for help. And finally, the big one, control. The independent path gives you total, absolute control. Your brand is 100% yours, your vision. The host agency path, well, we can call that guided freedom. You're still building your own business, but you're doing it within the framework and the rules set by your host. Okay, so after all that, after putting them head to head, which path is calling your name? Here's the thing, there is no single right answer. Not at all. The best choice depends completely and totally on you. So it's time to pull out your own personal compass and figure out which way you're pointing. To find your path, you've got to be really honest with yourself. Let's start with where you're at right now. Are you brand new to this industry or are you a seasoned pro? Then let's talk money. How much can you actually afford to invest up front? And what about your personality? Are you a high-risk, high-reward entrepreneur who just needs total control? Or do you value the safety net of a support system? Answering these questions about your skills, your money, your goals, that's what's going to point you to your own true north. At the end of the day, whether you decide to become that independent trailblazer or you join a guided expedition, you're taking the first incredible step on a new entrepreneurial adventure. That journey, it starts right now. So, which path will you choose?